We back, man. MDO podcast, man. We back. We back, man. I think did I do a show yesterday? Did I stream yesterday? I'm not sure if I did. Not sure if I did, but yeah, we back, man. We got some new equipment and we using it right now. We didn't make the hold on, let me see if I can get that. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh man. I'm just hitting it. I'm trying to see if I get the chat, this chat. Oh, mesh is invisible. So yeah, man. Your boy Stony 300, voice of YouTube. We back, man. We're gonna pick up where we left off. Yes, we're gonna pick up where I left off. We talking Gucci Man, Dirk, and talking about Vaughn. Um, before we get into that, it was a good interview I watched last night. It was with Corporate Cartel and E Dog. What I should have did, I should have just got the best parts and I should have got the best parts and made that a video for the live, but I ain't have enough time because I've been working. I've been running around for the last I think 5 hours, and I've been working doing videos and shit for the last 2 hours. So yeah, man, we back, man. But yeah, it was more so. You know what? Let me tell you, it was more so a good video. It was more so a good interview. It wasn't. He didn't say it was nothing said too crazy. It was more so a good interview, and um, I noticed to me that's what's been lacking. Sometimes you don't need the clickbait and the clout chasing. All you need is actually just good material and I can't even remember I can't remember what he said in the interview. Like they had a couple parts that was controversial, but I can't really remember those parts. And I've been really like I'm kind of being a hypocrite, even though I'm using this background clips right now with DJU. I've been real yeah, I'm out like that. I've been real I've been real iffy on using people content lately. I've been real iffy in it's crazy though because this is like a reaction podcast that we react to everything on YouTube. So well, not everything on YouTube, but everything that's like um drill related to drill. So, but I definitely been a little bit more. I mean, I want to play. I don't even think. I don't. I think we streamed something from Corporate Cartel before. So I don't think it would be that much of a problem. Um, and like I said, I've been real iffy on. I've been real iffy on using. I've been real iffy on using people content, even though I am transforming it, but not transforming it. But I'm actually if I'm not re-uploading it, and I'm just reacting to it. So I haven't had much problem. I haven't had much problems with people though. I haven't had much problems with that. I definitely want to reach out to more people. I do want to reach out to more people to just let them know I'm reacting to their content and try to get more of a rapport with other content creators. I don't want to really collab so much. Like let me tell you, I was talking to a legend yesterday, bro, and um we didn't get really a lot done, but long story short, I'm just at a different place in my career right now where I was trying to tell him I was like I don't want to do I really don't want to work with people so much. I'd rather work with somebody behind the scenes on that type of level. But as far as collabing, I don't really want to collab that much with nobody. Like no offense. I pretty much got I pretty much know what I want to do. But anyway, that Corporate Cartel Edo interview was lit last night. Um, I can't play no clips of it because I can't play no clips of it because I can't even think of no. It wasn't like I said. It wasn't no It was no clips of it that really stood out to me so much. But matter of fact, I'm lying. All right, so it was a couple things that was said in the interview that last night that stood out to me. When E Dog was saying something like he liked how the YNs is moving, and matter of fact, E Dog was Corporate Cartel asked E Dog a question about the shooting that happened with Mellow Bucks a couple months ago when people got hit in the crowd, and the thing that caught my attention, and I'm gonna have a video on this. The thing that caught my attention was E Dog's answer when he was saying like how he responded to it. So he was saying that he was glad that people got hit in the crowd, and E Dog is kind of laid back. So when that was his response to innocent people getting hit, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was two sided on my reaction to okay, this shit doing the most. Like, yeah, I was two sided on my reaction on what E Dog was saying because when the dude is so laid back how he is, I wouldn't expect him to say that. But he was saying that the people getting hit in the crowd, he liked it because he was saying I'd rather a nigga get caught in the paint than get caught. What he was saying? He said would you rather do get caught on a team or get caught in the paint? He said don't get caught in the paint. He said you'd rather get caught on a team to get caught in the paint. And I thought that was like, it was definitely it was some dangerous Chicago shit. It was that like that let you know that let you know that that's one of the things that definitely got everybody eyes and attention on Chicago, just shit like that, like how fast it could go from smooth to dangerous, because it basically, I was surprised that he said that, but he was saying basically choose a side, and I was surprised E Dog said that. I'm just surprised that where E Dog is, like, he was talking about bringing his album out. He was talking about having like a little bit of issues with Big Mike, but he was real cryptic on the whole issues with Big Mike. So I wish I would have got a timestamp on that interview so I could have got that down. But I want to go back to this ice box. In King Von. I hope they don't copyright me. I don't know if I had an issue with J Man. Hold on, this shit acting crazy. Hold on. Where this thing is at?
See how this is coming though? Yeah. What do you make it less wide? Yeah, like more, like
similar overall or just one?
Yeah, right there. And I like you see how the leaves are? I like it kind of like graffiti style. Just like, check this out. As I see. It's like the I don't know, like longer instead of wider. Like, see, that's kind of wider.
Yeah.
Long,
like a little taller than that one, but more of a O.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, kind of like, I don't know if I want them.
You want like 3D?
How the other one got the little...
Are you able to see the back of it?
These fake little lines, they're making the O look better than what it is.
You got that here?
Two little soft, wider sides.
Oh, okay.
But more like a 3D O, like kind of like,
What? No.
Ads
No, I'm not shopping on Depop right now.
Shit.
Just put the 1992 to 2012.
Okay, who's that one for?
Raw Squad.
I want to know the name.
Yeah, I know. C Murder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm watching this because, hold on, I'm gonna get them over.
And both of these on one?
19 to 2000.
I'm watching this cause we was breaking down just the whole relationship between Vonnie, King Von, and I forgot what his father is. We call him OCF Vonnie pops or whatever. I forgot what dude the Muslim dude name is, but how dude? Let me tell you, right? I don't want to mess up. I don't want to move this camera back no more. I'm gonna mess up. This camera. Just I'm sort of an asshole. Like just meeting new people. Just the way. Let me tell you, when I first seen dude, I was asking myself like, where did he come from? That's what I kept saying. Like we never knew where Vonnie came from. We knew that, he was a street dude who came out of nowhere, and he handled a lot of Von personal and important shit. We knew that, but when it came out, now that all this other shit come out, with like DURK getting booked or whatever, so I just be really dudes like this make me really be. I pat myself on the back for not really being I pat myself on the back for not opening up to everybody quick because, damn, like I'm gonna make a video soon, but I've been breaking this shit down for real, and just you gotta like think about it, like Von went to Atlanta. Von went to Atlanta for a new start, or Von really went to Atlanta just to get a new start, and he needed people around him he could trust. So they put a nigga around him who not a savage, per se, because we really, like I said, we really don't know nothing about Vonnie. All we know is he don't have a record. But that don't really mean nothing. Like, that really don't mean nothing, but like I said, let me tell you, the thing that started fucking me up is when Vonnie said that he had nothing to do with nothing. When Vonnie came, I think I say like 5 days ago, Vonnie came out with a post from jail, or he had somebody speak for him saying that he had nothing to do with setting up Von or snitching on DURK or nothing. So now that shit just like kind of stirred the pot even more. Like,
He's out there.
Okay.
Born date.
And this is on 110.
Yeah, 19th century.
The curve is better.
I'm cool with that.
And then how do you spell this?
C-H-E-N-O. Oh, right here.
So right here, Ivan, we're just adding C-H-E-N-O. Who all got rules go?
You walk. Oh, that's him. He don't know. I don't remember. Man, ask young. Alright, young people walking around. He ain't get it. He's a new walk. I think new walk. I think smooth. When Rose go. Young nigga. I said we got 12 production. 12 all
more
together.
coming, yeah.
now the whole time, most of the time I've been having the channel, well, this channel, most of the time I've been getting on the father. I haven't really got on Vonnie too tough. And with Vonnie recently coming out saying that he had nothing to do with setting up Von at all, like I said, that just gave me this question marks. Like, that just gave me like a lot of question marks. But like once I seen him the first time, I was like, how did this dude get so close in? And when I was breaking down just the whole OTF empire, and breaking down like what was the first domino, I could tell you what was one of the many dominoes, but when I was breaking down like what was one of the first dominoes to start making shit fall, I say for Von, I can't even say it was Vonnie, but maybe it was. Maybe he was one of the first dominoes to make shit fall, because you can't tell me that these dudes went through everything they did in Chirac. Von went through all that jail shit, DURK went through all that shit. And it was this dude to make everything. It was this dude right here. Now, this is the one thing I don't get. If you're going to do 50, okay, so we don't know if he snitched. I don't know if he snitched. Trap Love Ross went to one of the latest He went to one of the latest DURK court dates. I think that was like a week or two ago. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they said they didn't see Vonnie at court. But then after Trap Lord Ross went to DURK court date. Hold on, I got this truck driving by my house. I miss living in a quiet neighborhood. Like living next to a street, I really gotta move. Like living next to a street, a busy street is crazy. We usually do the streaming at nighttime, but I got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of content to push out, so I can't wait until 10 o'clock at night. So bear with me. But anyway, yeah, breaking down. We leaving off. We leaving off where we left off last episode, and now is breaking down the relationship between Vaughn and Vonnie. And like I said, usually I haven't even went to Safe to Speak to listen to none of his father antics or nothing, but I've been so focused on the father, I haven't even paid attention to the son at all. So definitely trying to see like what's in
I don't like this thing. Yeah. I know I'm in the dirt, man. Yeah, I'm not going to. Oh, yeah, that counts. Yeah. Oh, he gave him hats and outfits. Oh, I bet. Take a picture with him real quick. He got the Dickie outfit. I swear to you. Put that down pretty. Oh, it's not. It's not close up. Come on, leave me up, man. Alright, bro. So long live ESG, you know, just stand on that one. Okay. Long live Hatch, you know, rah. It's head up, you know, what's up. Yeah.
Y'all being out there is twice as good as the bike. Okay, getting a bike for a kid is amazing, but then for it to be coming from you guys,
yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Y'all already got them?
I'm getting them right now.
You know, bikes have been sold out all over the country.
Yeah, not in decent. We get Chicago. Okay. On top of Walmart.
Since I started taking Manjaro,
Yeah, though. So just trying to breaking everything down. The part where I'm at now, like, so just trying to get everything straight. So I'm really just doing like a rewind of everything OT and Vonnie father said as far as how we get to the part of Von dying. So the part I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna make a video soon that's gonna make everything I'm saying make sense. Right now we just doing a live stream right now, but let's get to the part where about the payments between Vonnie and Little and Quando Rondo and Lil Tim. That's the part right there that just had me hazy. That's the part right there that just make everything fuzzy, because we know that from what I know, it would appear as if OT and Vonnie father, I guess they started out in Chicago maybe, and then they relocated to Atlanta, and then the father stayed in Chicago. I don't know, but Vonnie grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where Quando, Rondo, and Tim was from. So he said the payments was made. The payments was made to Dirk gave Vonnie the money to go make the payments to Quando, Rondo, and Little Tim. And he went with the son. The son didn't tell him what was happening. He just had him with him. So basically, the son had him with him. So if anything went wrong, I guess he wouldn't be by himself. That's what I want to think. You know, I don't know. It's just like a big puzzle so far. Let's go to some clips, man.
They wound up and they over against you everything that you wrong right there. You don't never sell another record. They not that stupid. They gonna talk your ass to. That's why most rappers that blow up, like that's famous right now, they be like, oh yeah, from my hit song, I ain't really even make no money. I only made probably 5,000 or some shit like that. And then everybody be like, how? But the label's not dumb. They not finna come to you just off one song and be like, we got 10 mil. No, we got 100Ks for you. Or if you got a couple of them bitches, then we might got a meal or something for you.
I wanted to react to this video right here. I didn't get a chance to. What we got here is react to this.
Twice yearly PrEP is here. One office visit every 6 months. 2 times a year for HIV prevention. That's 1-2 PrEP. That's
Some people need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Now, I'm just doing a reaction to this video. This is not my content. I'm just doing a reaction to this before we get out of here. So this is King Von most disrespectful, disturbing survivor stories. And I'm doing the audio reaction to it, so this is not my content. I don't want to get copyrighted. This is not my content. I'm saying it over and over. This is not my content. I'm just doing an audio reaction to the video. So.
In order for shit to get better.
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. He's not regular, man. He's the devil, man.
These are King Von's most disturbing survivor stories.
Shorty was with that shit, bro. He was with that shit. He was on that.
And we gotta start with FBG Butter, because when DJ Vlad sat him down, he didn't dance around the King Von conversation. He went straight into it. See, back in 2014, Butter was with his baby sister K.I., and they were chilling until Von and other O-Block members came through shooting. Butter managed to survive despite getting hit, but unfortunately, K.I. would lose her life right in front of him. And years later, Butter sat down with DJ Vlad, breaking down the disturbing story that happened that day.
She got shot 9 times. You got shot once in the leg.
I had an artificial kneecap, bro, to my ACL, shot at my knee bone.
And you actually saw her getting shot those 9 times.
I run, bro. Trying to get away, bro. You know what I'm saying? Putting that fire on you, shorty. I ain't really trying to watch nothing else is going on. I'm trying to see what's in front of me so I can go.
When do you realize that she gets hit?
At the end, when I come off the side of the gangway, from off the other side of the house, I'm leaping up the street. I see Kyrie. That shit was out there. That was fucking. That's crazy as hell.
So it's no surprise Butter was glad when Von finally met his end after terrorizing all of Chicago. But even with all of that, he was still sad to have lost his favorite op.
Considering the back and forth that y'all have had in your own ways, how did you feel?
So I kind of had.
You were happy to get killed.
Can I say I was kind of happy? No, seriously, I was though. It's fucked up. That, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he did. But I was happy as hell when I found out Vaughn was dead. I cooked for the whole day.
Had he lived and matured, then at one point y'all could have worked it out, or do you think there was just too much blood spill on both sides?
I ain't gonna lie, if Vaughn was alive right now, me and Vaughn would probably be going back and forth with this shorty, because he would have definitely been putting me in mode. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite op shorty. Like, I'm my dear, I'm late night.
Vaughn was your favorite op?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Late night, we high as hell, on the phone tweaking with each other. He up stupid rolls on me.
Butter only gave one side of the story. What Trench's News had to say about it while sitting down with DJ Vlad made everyone see just how horrific things got that day. Because he didn't just hear about it. He saw King Von and his crew just as they were about to slide through. Once it happened, he rushed to try and save K.I., but it was already too late.
I'm looking out the window, and I see Von, Big A, and T-Roy in the cut. I see them in the cut. I tell the people in the car, I just seen them. I see them in the cut, bro. Holler out the window and tell Butter them. Man, we rode. By the time we got to Butter them, man, I'm talking about the dude stepped on the gas, man. We went over the hump and just kept going, bro. And they popped out. As we go over the hump, they popped out and started chasing Butter. Man, I walked down there to KI, man. She was stretched, bro. She was stretched, man. Holes everywhere, bro. Her neck. That was the first thing I seen was this her neck, bro. On everything. That was the first thing. I stood over, told her it was gonna be all right. The police had Duck and them handcuffed. They said that Duck was responsible for her getting killed. They had
the only mystery I always have, the only mystery that always mess my head up. I seen the interview with K.I. mother. She looked one way, and then I seen the interview with her again. She looked like a whole another person. She was talking like a whole another person. I don't know if maybe that was her aunt on one interview, but they said it was her mother on both ones. But the person who I seen come on DJU and the person who I seen on the on that A&E interview, that was two. That seemed like it was two different people. I don't know.
Duck, him, Duck, and then the ambulance came. We left. We ended up pulling off, man. That shit was sad though, bro. I still think about K.I. every time I see that shit, bro.
But what makes Trench's interview even crazier is that he didn't just witness one of Von's darkest moments. He actually almost became a victim himself and revealed that he wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Von giving him passes.
When you heard that Von got killed, how'd you feel?
When I heard that Von got killed, it was sad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was sad, bro, because I ain't got nothing to do with none of they beef. You know what I'm talking about? And then Von gave me a lot of passes. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he gave me a lot of passes through that motherfucker. He could have killed me a couple times over there on that side when seeing me. But he did on everything because he knew me when I looked out for him when he first came to O Block. When he first came in Park when his mama moved, he remembered that them passes that he kept on getting them out of so he kept on getting me passes. So I was kind of hurt. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't bring them back. I was relieved for the community.
I call Cap. Now look, I call Cap. I don't believe that. I can't really prove it, but I call Cap. Like,
and Trenches might have gotten spared, but FBG Wooski experienced firsthand just how dangerous Von was. See, back in the day, Wooski was walking with some of his homies around Chicago and decided to hit up O Block. When Von realized the ops were passing by, he decided to walk up with some other O Block members to throw down. It got so heated that the police had to break them all up before it could get deadly.
If you're living with schizophrenia, you may be eligible to participate in a paid clinical research study of a possible new treatment.
Deadly. Years later, Wooski gave his side of the story while sitting down with Cam Capone, making it seem like he had the upper hand.
I interviewed somebody, man, and they was telling me about a time when you and Vaughn got in a fight in front of O Block. And I wanted to get your side of that story.
When we walked in King's Drive and they was standing right there and the police pulled us up and they thought they was just gonna stand right there. We got the whooping their ass. And me and him got the fight, and then some other came and jumped in and the police came and broke the fight up. We all got up out of there.
But Von had already said he worked Wooski and his people over when they dropped by, and that it didn't end worse because they took off running.
We love Wooski. Her finna get blocked. Hey, matter of fact, everybody get on this. It say she love Wooski. We don't even know no motherfucker Wooski. It's slower. Hey, Wooski can't tell you how I beat his ass one day.
K.I. and King Von's history was dark, way before the stories most people know. Because years before losing her life, she survived a disturbing encounter with Von. See, on September 25th, 2012, K.I. was on the train when she came face to face with King Von. And as soon as they spotted each other, it went left. Von punched K.I. in the face multiple times, almost taking her life. And as soon as Von got home, he went to Twitter letting everyone know what happened, saying, "Op got whooped on the train, lacking. Think about it." A few hours later, K.I. replied with her side, saying, "My arm messed up my ear and I got a bruise on my face. And ain't got nothing but a bruise on my face, but ain't tripping. That 40 cal put a hole in that opera's face." They kept going back and forth with each other for a couple more years, but in the end, Von was far deadlier. And did you know FBG Butter nearly killed King Von? See, back when they were both in high school, Butter and some other members from his crew jumped him on the bus, beating him badly and getting extremely close to ending him on the spot. He even went on to talk about it in an interview with Cam Capone, and it's pretty disturbing.
Oh, my sister, we get that. Lane get that, man. Oh, Hottie, beat him. Ooh, I get right on the bus. Duck it down. Duck.
Hey, I want to see Butter get out and really, like, move away and try to really. He already capitalized off of being getting interviewed off these Chirac podcasts, and he already was lit with this shit. But I want him to come out and try to really, he wasn't the last one standing. Every time we look at a story in drill culture, Butter was somewhere involved with everything. Like, it's 6 degrees of separation every time. Every time you look up, you're gonna see Butter somewhere in this shit. Like, I swear.
Get on talking, you better beat him up. Get right on the bus, I'll take shirt off. Bam, bam, kill him on fire. Hey, kid. Took her. He ain't fall. He tried to throw the bitch on tag. Ain't no hating. He tried to throw them crack out, scrape him out. Come up. Beat him. Folks grade, take it. Folks get that little drill and brick, like, man, pull him off the bus. We finna kill him. We trying to snatch him off the bus. Little drill standing outside the bus with the blick. Little drill like, man, hurry up, get him off the bus. Now, as we trying to all pull him off the bus, the whole killer board grabbed him. The front of him, they getting that, y'all tweaking on freaking, hold on. We getting that, yanking them this way, they yanking them that way on Lil B Gray. We trying to snatch him off. We for doing in front of y'all, Lil B. Know what's going on.
No wonder he ended up sliding on Butter years later. And King Von is so dangerous, he even had his sister helping him set up his ops. See, Kayla B used to roll with FYBJ Maine and would constantly bring him over to her place. But one of these encounters was cut short by a surprise visit from Von, ready to light the place up with half of O-Block to back him. He told his point of view on Sage.
You said, am I finished? Now, I mean, no, I'm not finished yet. I'm almost finished though. But anyway, damn, I put something in the chat and I finally see it in work. That's crazy, man.
Jeez, saying how he knew it was bad when he realized he was getting set up, but really feared for his life when he realized who was at the door.
I guess, hey, whoa, come up, doing weird shit now. Now you want to text motherfuckers on phone grade, so I fake bug up, but not over bug up on who you texting. But it was her reaction on phone grade. She wild, but I'm really just playing. She wild. Then she.
What's good, y'all?
If I said it was your ops, what you would do? You was a top on phone grade. If I said it was your ops, what you would do? I bitch, stop playing with me. I still don't think nothing of it, Sean. Who was that? Who was that? It hit different when I heard the door. Who was that? She, nobody. That's probably my brother. It hit different when your brother, one of the ops, it hit different. It hit different when you don't have a back door, Sean. Why the bitch ain't have a back door? This baby bop ain't had no back door, bro. She ain't even got no back door, bro. So I could say she back doored me, but it wasn't even no back door, bro. I got back door through a front door, bro. I look out the peephole, bro. I look out the peephole on. Sean, I couldn't even believe this, bro. I was at the door. I'm just no blick. I know they got. I know they got every type of Pokeball that they could find on Broden Gray. I know they got some shit that I ain't never seen on Broden Gray. They gonna release every Pokemon on mine. I know how it's gonna go. You gotta understand that door even open, Sean. It's a possibility of a motherfucker running in this. Soon as she says she finna open the door, I go for the knives. Oh, for them great. Why you bringing the knife to a gunfight, J man?
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet base.
I want to see about the DURK. See about the DURK update. I'm just talking about before we get out of here. Before we get out of here, I do want to get to some Smirkio before we get out of here, man. And I'm curious about when it comes to entertainment and friendship. I'm curious about a few things. So before we get out of here, I'm curious about how DJ Academics, somebody who supposedly Dirk's friend, been covering Dirk's case so far.
Like to LA. Let me go to LA. I'm not gonna be honest with you. I've never seen a nigga more determined to get a nigga dead. I get arrested.
What I meant by that is they supposed to be friends, but the way he been covering, until Dirk is found guilty or not, just the way he been covering the case. If you're friends like that, who needs enemies? Like, it just been cringy. Like, I don't know. Oh, I didn't want to lose the whole. I ain't want to lose the whole thing. Damn.
All 15 of y'all or all 10 of y'all? The guys who did the dirty work for you that you're hoping is not going to snitch on you, when they baby mama call, y'all need $1,500. Somebody hits her off with $1,500. When the mama call and say, yo, they cut off the water and I can't pay the rent, somebody hits her with the $3,000. When the guy basically has to sit in these hearings with the judge, and the judge is saying, hey, submit your application, I could get you a public defender. And you going to the joint court hearing and you see Young Thug with 8 lawyers around him, and you see yourself with 1. Or let's go in the case of Dirk. You see around Dirk's table, you got Brian Steele, Drew Finland, you have his Christy O'Connor, you got another. Dirk has 7 lawyers. You there by yourself. This nigga don't even got his shirt tucked in his pants. He just graduated. He just graduated and passed the bar. He's a public defender. He's in way over his head. You're looking at it like, damn. Dirk files 55 motions in court. You look at your lawyer's over here taking notes like he still think he lost. At a certain point, someone gonna tell you, if you don't stop fucking around and come home, if you don't stop fucking around and keep thinking that OTF shit is gonna be the end all be all, why you don't got a lawyer? Why your mama not taken care of? How come they're not going for bond for you? Somebody gonna convince that person they're the fall guy. And trust me, in these days and ages, ain't nobody be the fall guy. It ain't happening. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So, unfortunately, I hate to tell you, but you know, in my amateur opinion, one of the reasons why Dirk is gonna have, they claim over a dozen, actually they say 35 witnesses. Have you ever seen some shit like this? 35 witnesses against Dirk.
Save time creating content and generate it.
I'm just looking, so DJ Academics and Dirk is good friends, and so I'm pretty sure, you know, Academics reporting on him, keeping his name alive. That's just, you know, money that Dirk can make overall. But like I said before, like, I'm curious on how, out of all the content creators, you know, DJ Academics is somebody that's actually, you know, he had Dirk on the show. What I'm basically trying to say is I'm curious on how, if Dirk is still fighting the case, some of the terms and some of the acronyms and some of the ways, some of the things academics is saying before Dirk is found guilty or presumed innocent. As a friend, I would definitely have an eye open, like. So I don't know.
A high-quality clone of your voice with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice-generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
The judge is going to be 35 witnesses. Let's go through some of the charges. Interstate stalking resulting in death. Interstate stalking of a rival using a dangerous weapon. Conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in death. Use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death. Murder in aid of racketeering. Conspiracy to commit interstate stalking and firearms machine gun offenses and for
Yo, y'all know what it is, y'all know what it ain't. Phone them and phone them ads, man. This nigga OTF Jam pop up out the cut. Every time something going on with their case, he pop up out the cut like once or twice a year, then he disappear. I really believe he in witness protection right now, because the way he just come out, say shit and disappear, it seems as if the nigga just like trying to keep a low profile because the people don't want him saying nothing. But he came out on social media today and exposed a few people. I kind of don't know some of the people he talking about, but he exposed them as if just in the fact, like one guy, he said already had red shit on his name, and the Jam even admitted they got this red shit on his name, but before it was him, dude name was being thrown in the dirt.
So the one thing I was trying to say earlier that I cut myself off, or I'm just doing a lot right now, as you can see. But what I was trying to say was Vaughn, well, it was going to Atlanta. It was, like I said this like 2 episodes ago. Going to Atlanta was supposed to be a new start for Vaughn as an artist, and just, he just had beat the case. Dirk was going to Atlanta. He was already kind of living out there a little bit, but then, once Vaughn went out there after he got released, he bought the majority of he bought a good amount of hold on, this truck going by my house, hold on. He bought a good amount of OTF, and he brought a good amount of people with him down there to Atlanta. So all of this shit is connected, all of this shit is connected. And I was watching something earlier with Dirk. It was like the behind the scenes of the AHA video. I could have played it. Matter of fact, I was watching something on the stream and I could have played it. It was behind the scenes of the AHA video. And Dirk had just had a look up. He just had a look. He just looked like, how sometimes you're looking at somebody. It was like he had a look for 1 second that, like, damn, I fucked up. Like, I don't know. I could be bugging. I don't know. Like,
furtherance of a crime and violence. The important thing to know is that there's 35 people, 35 witnesses. 35 witnesses that's ready to testify against Dirk. Doesn't mean all the snitches. Some could be detectives, some could be other forensic experts. They're saying 20 of them has important information towards case. Some of the music will be admissible. The judge actually made a ruling that it's gonna, hurt Dirk again. By the way, I heard the prosecutors are bringing their subwoofers. They're bringing their party lights. They're going to be teaching the gallery and the jury how to throw up, how to drop the rakes, throw up the gang signs before they hear the songs. They claim that this song will be used.
I don't know if I could play. I don't know. He about to play some music. I don't know. Hold up.
They claim that this was an open source call to action for people to go murder in revenge of King Von. This song's called Piss Me Off. It's one of my favorite bops. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. They said they're bringing the subwoofer to court for this. They want to make sure, so when them beats start dropping, niggas start turning up in court. Woo! Listen, they're going to be able to take every part of these music videos where someone throws up a hand symbol to match when they throw up another hand symbol among other people, and to make a point to say this was clearly a collective thing where they're all in the same gang. This was a criminal enterprise.
Get back a ball, bro.
Now, they're also going to point out that the song is, the backdrop is talking about D-Thing. I think it literally says D-Thing.
I think I found my thing.
I can make you the greatest fighter in the world.
I'm not letting him play the song. I'm not gonna let him play the song and get me copyrighted. Hold on. I gotta fast forward this. I'm not letting him play this. I can't let him play this and get me in trouble. I'm not letting him play this. Hold on. Let's fast forward this. I ain't doing that.
Which would be in line with the idea of a switch. We will see. So that is affecting DURK. You know, I think to a certain reasonable level, DURK could play. He could play defense a bit, and he do got some of the best criminal defenders in the world. Hey, this guy's the guy who murdered him. How are you gonna believe him saying I paid him? This guy just wants to get out of jail. I think that's gonna work to a certain extent. I always just come down to the, how many killers do they have, admitted killers, do they have to put on the stand? That if they're all pointing at DURK, that the jury's gonna be like, yeah, there's like 5 killers pointing at DURK. But you know what? We still need more convincing. Maybe that works. But it's becoming increasingly worrisome. Increasingly. Because all of these guys are folding. And unfortunately, this was something I remember DURK was taking aim at Chief Keef when he was like, yo, you put their name in a song, you got them hot. And you didn't pay for a lawyer. Well, DURK, that might come back to bite you. Because it appears that, you know, maybe you were paying.
I'm in the background just reading files from the DURK case, but only reason I haven't really said what I'm reading. You can see it, but well, matter of fact, you could probably see it on your screen, but it's probably tiny letters. I'm not gonna maximize it or make it large because a lot of this shit is just repetitive, and we're not gonna be redundant. But my main thing was I was watching Act stream last night, and like I said, like they friends, they're not good friends or nothing, but you know, the feds is using the music. The feds and the prosecutors, they want to bring a specialist in. They want to use the music for evidence. They using the streamers for evidence. They using the streamers, what they saying. They using interviews. So you know, I'm not gonna really hang too much on that. But like I said, with Ack and DURK being friends, I'm surprised. And with Ack knowing the seriousness of the case, I'm surprised that, you know, before DURK is found innocent or guilty, that's the direction that he's going as far as the things he want to say on the stream. I'm surprised. Like,
for their lawyers when you were free, but now that you're arrested with them, it doesn't seem like you are. And now's the time they need it, because they're facing that murder along with you. And yes, they might be caught dead to rights because they're the shooter and they're caught on camera. But if they could escape life in prison and get 20 to 25, these guys are murderers anyway. They'll walk that down, as they say. They'll walk the 25, 30 years down. Some of these guys are in their late 20s. Yeah, they're like, all right, I'll get out at 45, 50. I'm good. But in trading that time, they're sending you for life. Because make no mistake about it, if anyone is convicted of conspiracy to commit murder, there is no 30-year sentence. It's life in prison unless they elect for death penalty. But they haven't said they wanted the death penalty. So it appears that the snitches are probably saying, give me that 30 years, I'm going to walk that bitch down. These guys, some of them in their 20s, maybe 30s, they're like, yo, good behavior, all these programs, 85%. They give me 30 years, I'm going to do 25. We've been locked up already for like 4 to 5. Not 4 to 5, but like 3. I might just have to do a 20-piece. I get back out, I'm 48, I'm still fucking bitches, I'm still good. Now they might call me a rat. But fuck it.
So let me pause what he's saying right now. I'm gonna read what is this? Let's move this real quick. What is this? Pertaining to DURK case, here's essentially where his freedom sits. The Fed's enterprise charge was shot down for the LA trial. They were trying to use the LA trial as the key indictment, as the key incident in the 2019 Orlando shooting. In 2022, Stefan Mack incidents as supporting evidence for the RICO. They pivoted. Now they're trying to use the cell phone taken from the internet. Now that's what Trap Law Ross was saying. That's what Trap Law Ross was saying. Maybe 2 days ago, they was hanging up on trying to get the cell phone because they trying to break the case down into 2 separate cases. So the situation with, they were saying that DURK kind of messed himself up because after the shooting with the home invasion with him in India, he said that when the invaders was running out the house, he had shot one shot off as they was running out, and with him being a felon, that kind of I guess that he violated his parole or probation, I don't know what, and then that gave them that gave them the right to get the what was that? Where they get the right to sort of go in your phone. Well, anyway, that's what they fighting right now. They fighting the right to not give the phone up. So what was that? They pivoted. Now they're trying to use the cell phone taken from the incident with DURK in India, were essentially in a shootout in 2021. They kept the phone the entire time, which violates the 4th Amendment because DURK was actually a victim in this incident. The phone pretty much contains all of the evidence where they need for the stalking charge, which could put him away for life because it resulted in the death. The case lies in that phone. If the judge allows the phone, DURK is cooked. If he doesn't, which should be the case, DURK and his lawyers are going up against credit cards used by Vonnie and statements from Vonnie and presumably Jam. So if you want to ask if the case is gonna go, if the case all sits on whether the judge is gonna let them get access to that cell phone, then I think from what I'm hearing, I think the judge will let them get access to the cell phone. So I don't know. That's just, I don't know.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Meanwhile, they're going to try to do to DURK what they did to TK. They're going to give DURK the TK treatment. When they put so much numbers on the board. You ever seen a football game so lopsided that you have to look at the teams again and be like, is this basketball? What the fuck? How team score 77? What the hell? One of those. They might give Schmerkio some numbers that look so ridiculous. It's called a TK special. When they're done putting them numbers and you add it up, oh, you gotta serve 300 years. What? 300? We ain't talking about GDE? We ain't talking about what? What the fuck? Oh, yes, Schmerk, you're getting that 600. What? We ain't talking about breezy? What are we talking about? What? What? I love DURK, but they are, if it's looking the way it's looking, the snitches are trying to take their 30 piece. They're gonna tell on them. But
I kept trying to say, if niggas is going to jail anyway, why snitch? If anything, if I was gonna go to jail anyway, wouldn't it be smart to have DURK maybe have DURK go to jail have DURK get out of jail, should I say? And while I'm locked up, he could put money on my books or something like that. Having DURK in jail, like what does that really help?
they're trying to make sure DURK gotta die for the streets. That's what it's looking like. He's gonna have to take the life imprisonment for all the rats he used to rock with to walk out of jail.
Or are they trying to bank on DURK not snitching because of the whole are the feds trying to bank on DURK not snitching? Like that's what it really seemed like.
And I got no place calling these guys rats because they were the killers. But this is how things are now. The guys who pull the triggers are the first to tell. It is what it is. I'm telling y'all, if you're a DURK fan and you watch me, I'm not saying these things to piss you off. I don't want optimism that's just delusional. I want you to know right now, come the start of this trial, which will be happening in a few days, DURK's team has to play out of their mind. If you thought Diddy's team had to play out of their mind in terms of defending him, this DURK case is way more. Even though, yes, it will be based on a lot of hearsay, he said, she said, it's a lot of them snitches. And after he's done with this case, there's another. And it seems like they're brewing up a third one. Because remember that shooting that happened at the crib? That you even mentioned? I'd rather give my gun to India if I put it in your hand.
Now I just mentioned the shooting at his house. I just mentioned that. So I mean, I kept, you know what I was saying also? I was trying to say, I was thinking of are they gonna try to throw so many cases at DURK to drain his money? Was it like, did DURK disobey somebody in the Illuminati? Because where did this come from? Before his father came out of jail, DURK was fine. Did DURK not want to go through a ritual or something like that? Like where did this all come from? Because all of this is just weird. Like all of this is just weird, bro. When you dealing with the streets, and when you playing and moving as fast as DURK was, you can't really say, play by the rules and play fair. But okay, so now we got two cases. They charging them for two separate cases. Now there could be a third one. All this shit just sloppy, bro. Like I don't know. Are they trying to exhaust his money? Are they trying to hit him with so many cases that he just eventually tap out? I don't know. Shit is wild, bro.
Right? Your man, you in the end before I put it in your hand.
That was talking about the shooting that was at his Brazelton, Georgia house. Little DURK. The shooting that we saw body cam for, police have theorized that this body cam is related to Lil DURK's criminal history and related to the gang warfare, and they introduced it. Okay, let me see if I can find it. They introduced it, but the government said, or the judge, not take that out, because they want to introduce this and also the Chicago stuff, and the government said take that out. Let me see if we get yeah, so they were gonna add
I heard somebody saying something about Neo being a undercover cop. They were saying something like what's his name? Not Neo, Neon, the streamer being an undercover cop. And then I'm reading here. It says I could now. This is when was this? This was 4 years ago. So this is weird, right? So this is a Reddit post from 4 years ago. It said academics believes DURK is getting a RICO case later 2022 or the year next year. Y'all think he capping? He also added the case gonna be 20 times worse than Young Thugs because the feds know everything. This was 4 years ago. Hold on. Let me go to the comments real quick, like. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. That's crazy, bro. And I was saying something also. We only got a couple more minutes left till the show's over. Oh, so to the person in the chat who asks, am I almost finished? I'll be finishing a few. I'll be finishing in a few minutes. Y'all watch Mask Boy for all night long, 9 hours. So my little 70, 60 minutes shouldn't be much, bro. So if you want to know when I'm gonna be finished, I'll be finished in almost 8 minutes. For the people that came here for the DURK update. Now, so something actually good happened today, and I'm real happy. But I'm real. Maybe I need to be doing this. I need to make the final conversion to my computer because I've seen the little updates that I put on the channel, and they came up in the chat. Definitely happy. I mean, it didn't last. They kind of had it like 1 second. So I'm on Twitch now. I combined the chats. It's weird how they had it. It's weird how they had it up. But I see that the chat does work, so that's a good thing. Shout out to everybody that came to the show today. I'm trying my best to go from streaming from 3 days a week to 4 days a week, because I do more than just stream. So do long videos, shorts, all type of shit. So I'll be real busy. Even 5 days a week if things keep picking up. So
add the one with Stephon Mack for Killing D thing. They were gonna add the one for King Von, and then they were gonna add crap. I'm trying to find it. They wanted to add the shooting at his house. I'm trying to find it. They took it out though. Lil Durk. Let me see. I probably have to look at the documents. Lil Durk, India. Let me shoot it. But the cops were trying to tie this to more things. Okay? I'll go to Durk all day, which, by the way, also...
iPhone. No prices at all. Go run fast. Hey, y'all, stop what y'all doing. If y'all want a real phone for the free, run to Tag. This girl told me about Tag, and I was like, I don't believe it. I signed up. I was approved within a day. My phone came in 4 days, and it's free. The phone is free. The bill is...
Okay, so there's a fourth superseding indictment. The third one was actually, it was severed. Okay, they have jury instructions. Didi joined. So Didi hasn't flipped yet. Also, here's the interesting part about Durk's phone. They apparently seized the phone from Durk, and in seizing the phone from Durk,
Yeah, we've seen a lot of what Ak had to say, but everybody pretty much saying the same thing. I don't wanna act like I don't wanna keep playing people's shit and everybody pretty much saying the same thing. Like that's the only thing about this shit. Like so I say DURK update, but y'all already know what's going on for the most part. So I ain't gonna go play the whole thing. Like so I'm on like half of my screen is Reddit and the other half of my screen is YouTube. Like so I'm on both. Like bear with me. Oh yeah, before we go. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. I forgot. 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 Before we go, before I get out of here, I wanted to see this and I wanted to react to this. I forgot because this had to be like what? Let me see. This is 2 weeks ago. Damn, I thought it was gonna say 4 days ago. So I wanted. Let me tell you, right? And I know sometimes I can be all over the place, right? So the shit that he's saying in this is real weird because Vaughn, not Vaughn, Lil Tim and Quando, they was at the album release party, right? And DJ U was his DJ. Hold on, I gotta see. Hold on. My bad. So just give me a second before I play this. Give me a second, bro. Because I'm working two things right now. So bear with me. Bro. Alright, so let's play this. What I was trying to say, yeah, so that whole night was just weird, right? That whole night was weird. So what he's saying before I even play the clip, right? And OTF Vonnie, what it said, OTF Vonnie dad says he's seen DJ U. Well, he says OTF Vonnie dad says DJ U seen Quando Rondo that night at the club and left. Just all this shit seemed weird, bro. All of it seemed weird, and I never. Let me tell you, right? A lot of times, and I have to be redundant. I know I said this. Hold on. I know I said this 1,000 times, right? This was 2 weeks ago, and I seen this, and I wanted to react to it. And I forgot because I was doing so much. But let's react to it. Let's react to it now. Hold on.
Because I'm quite sure he didn't walk into the emergency room with a gun. So they didn't have a gun to even run ballistics. And it was different caliber shells in him, so he was going to beat it. No one's going to receive payment for murder and have to go to jail for the rest of their life for killing somebody. So it has to be arranged for him to be able to beat it. Stand your ground law. That's it. It's easy.
That's deep. That's deep. So then it goes back to like, if it's all in that, under that umbrella, like me, I'ma think like, damn, so why even DURK them allegedly retaliate against the Quando Rondo dudes and you know, and now Lil Cobb is
Whoa, I ain't even know. I didn't have it rewinded. I had it at the end, so it must have played by itself. I'm gonna rewind it because we're supposed to be getting out of here in like in the next 30 seconds, but this is gonna be the last. I didn't get a chance to get to the Gucci Man Pooh Shiesty. I think I'm gonna make that alive by itself. But this is the last. This gonna be the last video we react to. This gonna be the because this all tie. This all the whole. The reason why you keep hearing me go from Vaughn in Atlanta to DURK case to this, all of this is all 6 degrees of separation. So they all tie into each other. And this before I get out of here now, this is the last thing we're gonna react to.
And just mysteriously something happens to him. Not you going home to a mansion, not you jumping in a Rolls Royce leaving. I'm going to be out with Vaughn to the wee hours of the morning, even though I'm going to be out with him to the wee hours of the morning anyway. But this is the biggest night in hip-hop history. You say that you seen Quando Rondo in the club. When I spoke on to you about this, now you switch it up to it appeared to be. And Mickey Mouse is not going to bring anyone out and have anyone around him just associated with Vaughn and that he knows love Vaughn for real. And so for Mickey Mouse to bring you out at his concert at the United System.
Time out, bro. Time out. Who is Mickey Mouse, man?
He's not even worth me saying his name. The world know who Mickey Mouse is. You know what I mean? This is just what it is.
Okay.
Now, you know what though? You know what? I'm on the I'm on 2 different screens, right? So I'm on Reddit right here at the top, and I'm back on the bottom. I'm down right here. I'm on YouTube. So I want to go in the comments. I keep saying before we were supposed to be out of here now, but we gotta see this last thing, and then we go. I know. I keep saying we gotta go, but nigga said it's the dumbest shit I ever heard. He said Mickey Mouse. Now, who was Mickey Mouse? Was that supposed to be a shot at Trink's News? Can anybody tell me who Mickey Mouse was? Who was Mickey Mouse? Who was that? They said, now I gotta read some of the comments though. They said, can't listen to this fool. He's so dumb, he thinks we all are. He ain't fooling no one. Your son stole from Vaughn and set up DURK, and now was a snitch, and the only reason your son was around the guys is because of him. And he's still trying to eat off Vaughn. Let's give a light for that. Who was that? Who was that? That was and that was a girl. That was a girl who said that too. Arena Allen 6482. Old Block wasn't around because they got indicted. What the? Yeah, man. And so everybody, Mickey Mouse is DURK. Okay, so I was asking before I wanted to know who was Mickey Mouse, and that was Mickey Mouse is really DURK. That's who Mickey Mouse is. That's who Mickey Mouse is. Mickey Mouse is DURK. Hold up, let me go. Mickey. He said Mick Fat. What he said? 111 facts. Ben said listen. I Ben said that listen to Vaughn. Wait. Hold on. Savannah at least 4 hours away from Atlanta. So that's where Savannah, ain't that where Quando and Lil Tim is from? And Atlanta the city, ain't that where Vonnie and DURK and Vaughn was living? So we see the connection right there. Mind Games, Free Smart Carter, yeah. Illuminati is real, and most of the rappers of today, like DURK, Thug, Lucci, Lil Boosie, are the puppets. That's why they can go to jail whenever. But what they said, he said that's why they can go to jail and never do time, but you will if you around them. Oh yeah. So they were saying they can go to jail back and forth and not do time, but you will if you're around them. But that don't make sense because Thug did 2 years and DURK has been like more than 19 months already. So I don't really know how true that is. Honestly, I don't know how true that is. I done messed it up. He got a point about the OTF chain in the video. I ain't hear what he said about that part. He said, man, I need to stop intervening. Stop interviewing this crazy motherfucker. They called him a hype. They called him a hype.
You know what I mean? This is just what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They know who Mickey Mouse is. You know what I mean? You don't put an OTF chain on Why He Told and you tarnishing the brand. You saying this is the rat?
He is talking about DURK. That's crazy. Come on, bro. You bugging out, bro.
And he has on an OTF chain? So what are you indirectly saying? Are you saying the owner of OTF is a rat? Is this what you saying? Because there's no way I'm going to put a GBG chain on a rat when I'm doing a video unless I'm trying to insinuate that somebody a part of GBG is a rat. So this is clear for those that can see. I'm not going to put a gray Nike Tech suit on my rat and Mickey Mouse turns himself in with a gray Nike Tech suit on. It's common sense for those that want to see. But if you don't want to see, it's what it is. But like I said, Mickey Mouse and them coming home because this is all a part of the sacrifice. This is all a part of the sacrifice.
Shout out to Swipe, man. Shout out to Trenches News. Trenches News said, he said he talked to you. He said he talked to you and you said, DURK coming home.
I mean, I've been said this. Everybody. I mean, I've been
said.
Think
he coming home?
I mean, as I said, if it's to when Trump gets out of office. If it's when Trump gets out of office. But they're starting to drop charges now because those people run the world. The Freemasons run the world. As you hear all the time, you get a Jewish lawyer, you're going to beat the case. This is what this is. Whether you get it now or get it later. Only thing that I'm going to say out of my mouth is the truth. And if it's an opinion, I'm going to let you know it's an opinion. But I only speak the truth.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
Okay. So you saying DJ, he should have stayed. If it was Von biggest night, he should have stayed. But I don't see DJ protecting Von.
It's not about him protecting. You're not going to go home. We're not worried. He's definitely not going to protect him. We know that's Charmin. We know that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you're not going to leave. And
he called them Charmin. Come on, bro.
Unless you know something is going to pop off. And like I said, Mickey Mouse only going to have the people that's solid around him. You ain't see no O-Block members at his concert. You don't see no O-Block members around him. Why? Because the O-Block members are close to me. So when they close to me, they know they know what's up. Because I've never bitten my tongue about what took place with Von from November 10th, 2020. Everybody in the city of Chicago knew what took place with Von. So this is what it is. You know what I mean? And how do you say this your man and you say K.I. mom spoke to me off camera. Von was the only person to such and such and such and such. But now you speak about this on camera? You trying to put one on him? He don't need none of that. He's gone, he's gone. But you don't inadvertently put one on him. If she spoke to you off camera about this, why would you put it on camera? What type of friend are you? It's easy.
There's this opportunity, I think. I was talking to you, you said how Lil Tim got off on the murder that he did for Von. He didn't do it?
He shot him. He didn't finish him. Slutty shot him, and that ended it. If everything was based upon Little Tim killing Von, mission failed. But they had off-duty Atlanta police. They had a sniper. And possibly they had someone at the hospital in the emergency room giving him a cocktail. This is a possibility because for the next day or 2 days later, maybe the day after, when I got to Atlanta, for me to see Drew Finland, the attorney, standing over Track because Track allegedly got shot and he was laying on the couch. I came down on the ass end of the conversation and Drew was speaking to Track and he was saying to Track, it's going to come out in the autopsy report. Why are we talking about an autopsy report now? An autopsy report is only going to benefit the shooter. It's not going to benefit Von in any way. So why are we talking about this? So this is what this is. And I seen someone post a comment that Asia Dial knows what she's talking about. His bullets didn't kill Von. Guess what? Tim pulled off. You don't even know what gun Tim used to shoot Von. Because I'm quite sure he didn't walk into the emergency room with a gun. So they didn't have a gun to even run ballistics. And it was different caliber shells in him, so he was going to beat it. No one's going to receive payment for murder.
I'm on Reddit right now. I'm on half on Reddit and half on YouTube, and I'm just looking at, as you can see on the top, going through pages of the DURK case. And I'm not reading it to you because I think that would be we'll be here forever, number one. And number two, this is a lot of like legal ish that might be a little bit above my head. So I'm just trying to see what I can catch and what I can't catch. So I don't want you to think that I'm not here. Just bear with me, I'm here still. I'm here, don't worry. Let's go out of this real quick. Hold on. Go out of this. Move this screen up. Alright. I got my screen back, thank you very much. So, yeah, man. That dude is something else, bro. I think this is the longest stream I ever had, bro. So we've been here for a while, bro. Been here for a while, bro. There's some other good updates a few months ago. I'm just trying to see I'm trying to see some of the latest updates from, because I've been following the case since it started to now. So I'm trying to see some of the latest updates to the oldest ones for the stream right here. I'm trying to see some of the latest ones. So this one is from 4 days ago. 1 second, guys. Let's see what that is.
One would think a global pop sensation, Zara Larsson, doesn't have to think about money.
Hello?
But we follow her.
I gotta make sure I can't play that music, my boy. I can't play that music. I gotta make sure I don't get that music in there. I'll get in a lot of trouble. I'm trying to get the screen bigger, but for some reason. That's a little bit better. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. This is a so this is a we react. This is a reactionary podcast. We react to everything drill. I said we was about to get out of here like probably 13 minutes ago. Right now I'm on half Reddit, half YouTube. So the bottom of my screen is YouTube and the top of my screen I'm on Reddit looking at some I wish they could make this a little bit. This a little bit. Like this screen. I'm trying to make it where some of these parts of the screen are only be like let me see. I'm trying to make the bottom a little bit smaller so I can actually read what's on the top. Like, but it's not going so good, as you can see. Oh, that's perfect. All right. I got it. That's perfect. All right. So now I'm going to Reddit to see what I could catch from that. Oh, so this must be what they said this is. This is to the concealment of what's this? This is I think that this is the feds on the. Oh, y'all can't even see. Y'all only see that. Y'all only see like a little bit. Y'all can't really see. It's like tiny. You see the top right here? I see it going up and down. That's me on Reddit. Look at me on Reddit reading the reading that the courts see somebody phone and they got text messages. They got a group text with all of the BDs and everybody from OTF. So I'm playing myself right now. We were supposed to get out of here like almost a half an hour ago. Like, let me see. I should have read some of those. I should have read some of those messages. Like, I might go back to it. I'm on Reddit. I'm on Reddit on the top of my screen. I'm on two different sites right now. So bear with me. This is 2 months ago. Update on Baby DURK. What the hell is that? Who is that? Who's Baby DURK? Lexington, what he said? Lexington and independent, a 20-year-old man was shot in the head and crashed, possibly stolen Acura into a tree, transported by EMS, critical condition. Oh man, young guy too, horrible man. It's not a DURK case though. So, 6 months ago, it's 2. Right. 4 days ago, 1 day ago. Defender DURK Banks jail calls where he received updates. What it said? Defendant Banks jail calls where he received updates regarding CC's custodial movements and remarks that the CC may be spoiled chicken, i.e. snitching all the i.e. snitching all admissible as co-conspirator statements. And man, so they on the DURK can't catch a break. So they said obviously everyone knows the feds be listening to your jail phone calls. So the other person on the line, DURK told that someone is spoiled chicken, which is also snitching. That means DURK is like us finding out someone is telling in the moment who we think it is. Who knows? What's this? Text message between CC3 FW. They got it down as like a lot of letters and shit. So if you see me saying F1 and /2 and all of that, it's because that's how they well, you can actually see. You see where the white line is. Hold on, let me move it so y'all can see it. Yeah, I can't. YouTube is taking up most of the my screen. But you see that moving right there? That's and y'all see the small letters because in white. That's the text messages that was the group text between I guess the BDs and DURK and OTF. That's what I'm reading. I'm just reading that little bit of that. So y'all probably can't see it, but y'all see that right there. I'm moving. That's Reddit. I'm on Reddit. And people got like screenshotted some of the evidence that the feds had, and now I'm just going through it. Oh yeah, we about to get out of here in a couple. We about to get out of here in a minute or two. We supposed to be done like 20 minutes ago. We about to get out of here, man. I'm just trying to see what anything that I missed because you know everybody not doing daily updates, but I'm gonna be trying to do a daily update. Definitely not gonna be streaming 7 days a week, but try to go for 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I don't know. Did I stream yesterday? I think it was Saturday maybe. So what? It's Monday now. So that's Saturday, Monday. Yeah. So maybe if not every day, every other day, but yeah, probably every day besides like 4 or 5 days a week. So y'all gonna be seeing me definitely stream more. Like trying to see what I could find before we get out of here. You know. Speaking of Gucci man, I don't want to get into Gucci man. We definitely be here for we'll definitely be here all day if I get into Gucci man. I don't want to. Well, I'm saying I don't want to get into Gucci man. That would be perfect to get into Gucci man. Pause no homo. Uh, because that was one of the one of the topics in the thumbnail. Um. So I was saying what I was saying. I was saying the last episode. I was saying that Gucci man just. Matter of fact, let's go to it now. Let's go to it now, bro. Because. And this will definitely be the last. I'm trying to do 10 more minutes. And this is what. What's that? Pooh Shiesty? That's that. I don't know. We already talked about. I'm trying to find cause this shit with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci is this out of this world, bro. It's out of this world, man. And they keep bringing me the videos. This dude right here, he too much, dude. He too much, bro. I don't know. Now they talking about violence. I can't play it. Oh no. Anything with violence and playing people music and anything like that, I can't do that. I'm a real YouTuber now. That's my everyday job. So you know, can't do that. Yeah, this bozo Gucci man is a bozo, bro. Let me see if I can find them Gucci man. Yeah, so Gucci man dropped the album for Pooh Shiesty dropped the album, but really that was Gucci man dropping the album. And no, I can't play that. I can't play that, bro. I can't play that, bro. I'm trying to find. I want to find somebody that made a video about Gucci man dropping the album. He dropped the album, but it was really he made Pooh Shiesty drop the album. It was Pooh Shiesty shit. So he making money on Pooh Shiesty, even though he locked up. And I'm trying to find oh man, I'm trying to find, bro. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find a video of somebody talking about that case, bro. Cause this shit was wild, bro. Nah, I can't find nothing, bro. I can't find nothing, bro. Maybe I should have put Gucci versus Pooh Shiesty or something like. Damn, bro.
Out of his contract with Gucci Mane. He wanted more money. He wanted more control.
So this is definitely going to be the last segment before we get out of here. We covered everything we want to cover. Finally, we talked DURK case. We talked Vaughn. That's pretty much what we covered last episode. We talking Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, and we'll be covering this the next episode. So if you like anything with DURK and Vaughn and just me, roasting other celebrities and things of that nature, I'll be doing it daily.
Wanted to own his future. And according to federal prosecutors, he was willing to go to extreme lengths to get it. But here is what nobody saw coming. While Pooh Shiesty was out there allegedly making moves to break free, Gucci Mane was already positioned exactly where he needed to be. And while Pooh Shiesty was sitting in a federal holding cell, Gucci Mane turned around, dropped his album, and started collecting. All Eyes on Shiesty hit #1 on the US Apple Music chart, and the money started moving right back into the same pockets Pooh Shiesty had allegedly tried to escape. Stay with us, because what Gucci Mane made off this whole situation is a number that will hit different once you hear it. Yo, what's good, fam? Today we are breaking down how Gucci Mane ended up making an estimated $20 million to $25 million from Pooh Shiesty's music and the new album, and how the very move Pooh Shiesty made to escape that situation may have locked Gucci Mane into an even stronger financial position. Let's get into it. To understand how this all landed where it did, you have to start at the beginning. Pooh Shiesty, born Lontrell Williams Jr. in Memphis, Tennessee, signed with Gucci Mane's 1017 Records in 2020. At the time, it was one of the most logical moves a young Memphis rapper could make. Gucci Mane had built 1017 into one of the most respected independent label structures in the game, with a joint deal through Atlantic Records that gave his artists access to major label distribution and promotion. For a young artist trying to break out of Memphis and into the national conversation, that infrastructure was exactly what was needed, and Pooh Shiesty delivered. His 2021 mixtape, Shiesty Season, became one of the most talked about rap projects of that year. His single Back in Blood featuring Lil Durk became a defining record, charting nationally, racking up hundreds of millions of streams and cementing his name in the upper tier of emerging rap artists. He was raw, he was cold, and his Memphis sound connected with listeners across the country. By the time his early run was complete, Pooh Shiesty had become one of the most commercially valuable young artists in the 1017 roster. His catalog was generating real money, and all of that money was flowing through the same label structure he had signed into. Then came the first federal case. In 2022, Pooh Shiesty pleaded guilty to a federal firearms conspiracy charge and was sentenced to 63 months in federal prison. He served roughly 3 years and was released in October 2025. When he came out, the streets were watching. The fan base had held. The catalog had continued streaming, and Pooh Shiesty had every reason to believe his career was ready for a second chapter. But here's where the story starts to shift. According to federal prosecutors, somewhere in that transition period...
Oh man, I'll put autoplay on. Shit. So, I kept thinking though, the whole, cause last episode we said we were talking about Pooh Shiesty going to hold on one second, guys. We were talking about Pooh Shiesty going to get his contract from Gucci because Yo Gotti could have possibly had a better contract for him or whatever waiting. So before we get out of here, my last thoughts is like, what if he would have just made what if he would have just made some garbage albums? He would have gave him the album that he got now, and the rest of the 3 albums could have maybe been like this just like throwaway albums. It's been like nothing, you know. Could he not? Was that out of the realm of possibility? So we got a chance to pretty much cover everything we wanted to, but could he not have made one good album and just made 3 album, like get all the songs he had and just put all of them on 3 albums, and that would have been his 4 albums. But then see, the one thing about that is Gucci Mane got to release some shits. So if Gucci Mane don't think I don't know, if Gucci Mane could block him from doing that, then that's not a good, that's not a good strategy. But we've been here for a minute, man. I think at the last time I streamed was Saturday. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So I won't be streaming every day, but I'll be going from probably 3 days a week to 5 days a week. So because I'm gonna be streaming more. So man, this is MDO podcast, Sony 300, Voice of YouTube. We out of here, man. See you tomorrow.